2872. Beth, welcome to the program.
Hi, Dr. Laura. How are you?
Good. What can I do for you?
So I'm struggling to gain the confidence to get back into dating after an ending of a 17-year marriage.
And why did the marriage end?
So the three biggest reasons: addiction, affair, and abuse. And exactly in that order.
I'm sorry. How did you pick him to marry?
Well, he was sober our whole entire marriage, from the time I met him until about 15 years into the marriage. He never drank. And then all of a sudden, he started to drink. And I could tell right away, as soon as he started, he was a binge drinker. And that led to him being unfaithful to me. And then, when he would drink, the abuse would follow. And ultimately, his addiction, we went to counseling. I warned him. I said to him, your addiction is going to ruin this marriage. It's going to ruin a life. And ultimately, he is now paying the price. He is incarcerated for a DUI homicide. And he left me.
So what I'm understanding now makes your question not have much sense to it. If 15 out of 17 years, this was a straight-up wonderful man who went off the rails and will probably never know why, then you didn't make a mistake. He decided to get off the rails of his entire life, and now he's actually killed somebody. What does that have to do with your confidence? I don't understand that. And be very careful how you answer that question. What does his, after 15 years, going off the rails, going completely nuts, have to do with your confidence when you had the wisdom and strength to walk out? That should, if anything else, increase your confidence. So explain to me a decrease in confidence.
Well, I think that
Careful.
the decrease...
Careful. Be very careful, because I'm trying to trap you.
Okay.
So be careful how you answer it.
Okay.
Forget the affair. You went off the rails, got drunk, addict, got violent, nuts, and you got out. How does this impact your confidence? If a drunken, drugged out guy starts screwing around with some other silly broad, why does that diminish your confidence? Who cares what a drugged out nuts guy does? It didn't have anything to do with you.
You're right. And I have confidence in the fact that I'm strong. I'm working 2 jobs to support my children.
I do not understand why you called about confidence. Help me.
I guess because I'm 47 and I've lost so many years and I feel old and washed up.
No, you had 15. I'm 76. Don't come to me with old. Okay? Don't come to me with old. Don't even try it. You had 15 good years and you have some neat kids. There was no waste.
Right.
And now you're making the best of things. And you may never meet another guy or a guy who's going to be good. I certainly haven't. That's just sometimes the way it is. But you haven't wasted anything. You were a good wife and a good mother. That's not a waste.
Yeah.
You could not have become any of that without a marriage and without kids.
Right. And you're right, he did. I am so thankful for those wonderful 15 years, and then he literally went off the rails, and nobody
can
understand why.
I probably could find a brain tumor.
I think you're right. He was a boxer. I think there is some degree of
Thank you.
CT, some
Yes,
frontal
dear.
lobe damage.
Yes, yes. It's not a
Yeah.
giggle. It's a truth.
No, I know. I'm laughing because I'm like exactly like I'm just like it's clearly evident, right? Like it's just
Right.
And then I struggle with the loneliness of the thought that I may never that I have
You'll
that
get-
and I don't.
You'll get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah. As the kids get older, it gets harder because I see them growing and getting
You
their
know?
own lives, and it's
Yeah,
hard.
I know. You'll get used to it.
Okay.
If you married a perfectly nice man and he died, you'd be in the same pickle. So it's not just that he developed brain damage. Probably. He was brain damaged.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
a part of life, and you make the best of those things.
Yep. Yep. It's the grief. It feels like grief too. It's just the grief
Yes,
of what could
it
have
is.
been. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
very welcome.
Thank
Well, I appreciate you
Thank you for
calling.
the support. Thank
You're
you.
very
Bye-bye.
welcome. My number, 1-800-375